Okay, here's our bee house. This is what I built before, and I've given many of these out to people. Bees are endangered. They are dying at a severe rate. Most queen bees that are honeybees, they live like 3 to 9 months, something like that now. They used to live for 3 to 4 years, but now they only live for months. So to pollinate your gardens, what you want is one of these, which will attract mason bees. Which mason bees will go into these holes and they'll make a nest. Like you can see this one here, a bee actually went in there and made a nest. I brought this inside from outside. I only had one mason bee. Even these bees are very hard to wrangle, but you want to encourage them, give them a place to live. So we're going to show you how to build today a bee house for mason bees, which can pollinate your garden.
Okay, first of all, mason bees are a little bit particular. They like a 5/16 inch diameter hole, and it has to be 6 inches long. The drill that I'm using here measures at a foot long with a cut depth of 11 inches. So I've already gone and marked it, and now I'm going to put tape around it to stop the bit from going deeper than 6 inches.
Okay, so you want to wrap it at 6 inches on depth so you know where to stop drilling.
Yep. Take the tape over your mark, just wrap it around so that the drill bit will actually stop and you know the actual cutting depth, because the bit is a lot longer than we have to drill a barrel into the wood.
Okay, so what you want to buy is a 1x8, which actually, if you measure it, is a 1x7 1/4 by 3/4 measured on the side. Okay, here's the dimensions I'm using for my bee houses that I make. I use 11.5 by 13.5, and then measure that out, 13.5, 11.5. You get an angle. Now that angle is reversed, like a mirror image, and then you get a straight line. So then the 11.5 is over here, the 13.5 is here, and so on. Here's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You want 7 layers. Okay, so now we're going to start cutting these. Okay, now, because we have 7 layers to this bee house, 7 pieces of 1x, which are going to be stacked together from here out, we're going to have a centerpiece. This is the center of all. It's the 4th one in, and it's the 4th one out. That's the center one. What we want to do is cut this angle off, which is 11.5, which duplicates this angle, this measurement here. From the center point to here is 11.5 inches. This is 13.5. You want to cut 11.5 here. So here's all our layers stacked together. Now, here's what that cut was right here. It's in the center. This is your centerpiece. Alright, so as you can see, all the layers are stacked together. You want that one in the center cut like this. I'll explain it later why it's important. Okay, so you want to stack your layers together. You want your centerpiece, as I said, cutting. Now you want to nail them together, and what I'm using are 2-inch finish nails, which are I think 8-penny or 6-penny nail. Anyway, it's a 2-inch finish nail. So what you want to do is peel off these 2 layers and these 2 layers. You want to start from the center. Okay, now you want to nail these together, but remember, you're drilling through the front here for the bee holes. So you want to nail down low and up high, where you're not going to drill into a nail. Okay, here's where you nail. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. You want to nail on this side. I circled them to make it easy. Nail high and nail low on both sides of the wood. Both sides. Watch. I'm going to show you. This side, you want to nail on both sides. Nails going crooked, don't worry about it. You got a lot of layers to attach. And then one more. Not here. Done. Okay, now we're layering. We're adding each layer. Each layer has to be nailed per layer. So this is the 4th layer. We already have 3 layers, but we are adding another layer. Okay, so we got 4. This is 4 layers, and I'm going to flip it over. Add your next layer. There we go. Next layer, same thing. Repeat the process until finished. All right, and then this is the layering. This is the 7th layer, which I'm up to now. And just going to put 4 nails as we've been doing all the time. And here we go. Here's our bee house. Basically, this is the frame. It's not perfect, but bees don't care. And you'll have nice bees in your yard, which will pollinate for you. Which you want. Bees pollinate. Okay, actually I have enough wood left over from my 7 layers from a 1 by 8 by 8 that I have a 6.5 inch base that I'm going to attach onto the base of this here. And I have enough wood, just barely, but it's a 6.5 inch base, so all I gotta do is cut this straight and I'm gonna have my base. So I'm gonna show you that this is very simple. Watch. Okay, here's our 6.5 inch base, as you can see. And this is going to be underneath of it. But I put 1 nail here, 1 nail here, 1 nail here, and now I'm going to put another nail right here. Okay, 4 nails should be sufficient, but I like to overkill, so I'm going to put 7 nails. Or something like that. 9 nails. There's another nail. You want to make sure that when you're driving your nail, it goes into the center of whatever layer you're nailing. You don't want it to go in between the layers because the nail will not stick. You want to hit into the center of each layer. Okay, so now we are going to cut the roof. The roof is a very simple cut. Unfortunately, you do need an additional 1 by 8 by 8. But you do need these many parts to make a bee house. You need 2 of these. Two 1 by 8 by 8s. So I'm going to cut it. It's 10.25 inches. This is the roof. It's a straight cut. Very simple. Okay, so here's your roof piece that just got cut. Now, I'm going to put this on here. Just kind of center it up by eye, no big deal. But you want to have an overhang here, so if water runs down it, it's not getting over the V-holes, which we will drill later. Which we haven't drilled, which are the fourth part. So I'm just going to attach this now to what we have. Alright, so now we're at the drilling stage, where we have to drill in 6 inches, where this tape is marked, into these holes to make it like a bee season. It's like, I want to live there. Okay, so and this takes a long time to do this. And here's how you do it. You pull out the waste and then you go back in, because if you don't, you can't drill in further. You have to remove the waste. Alright, there's 1 hole. Do that like I did, and guess what? You're going to need to let your drill rest, because if you do this continuously with your power drill like this, it will burn it up completely and it will be destroyed if you keep going and don't stop. When it gets hot, let it cool down. This takes hours. Okay, also, bees are attracted to these type of bees. Masonry bees are attracted to holes that are 3/4 of an inch apart. Now, as you can see, they're about an inch apart from center to center, so that's fine. But also, when you make your holes, you want to make them 1 inch apart. You start out 2 inches from the bottom, if you nailed where I told you to, and every inch therefore. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you stagger them. So you drop down a 1/2 inch, same thing, just mark an inch all the way down. And you can use one of these to mark them like I do. Dit. It's very simple. Alright, so I'm ready to drill my last hole, but a very important part that I forgot to mention before was, you want to use untreated wood. You don't want to stain this, you don't want to paint it after it's built. Bees like the natural wood. And also, use pine. Pine's cheap. Also, bees can work with it. If they need to dig a little more, they can. They're thankful that you built this much for them, so it helps them. Use untreated pine, that's all you need. Just go.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to use a wire for hanging support that we're going to have going directly into the structure of the layers, so that over time, since we use nails to construct this, it doesn't rip the roof off. The easiest way is take your wire in the middle, bend it down, and if you have any problems in the gap of the spacing, what you want to do is about the middle of it, bend it out slightly on both sides. This way it forces the wire, as it goes into the narrower path, to stay apart. And this way, when you put your screw in, you're not trying to fish your wire.
Okay, so everything's done with our bee nest that we made in the house, the mason bees. And look how easy it's hanging. If you hang the wire like you're going to, watch. Right here, and then look at here. Just move it around. Done. Hello, you had a bee house. Very simple.
Alright, thank you.